Come on, set. 70, Indy.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Set, go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Jones.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Strike 3. 218, jump. Set.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shoot. Check.
Young lady.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check nickel.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Is the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
I'm coming for you.
2nd and 9 now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darren Lee able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready, set.
52. Here we go, team. Here I come. Here I come.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. And able to find Alan Lazard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready.
On 1st and 10. Herbert. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams. And now it's 2nd down.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
To throw again. Herbert. And he finds his tight end, Graham. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 57, Mike 57.
Hey, Sam off. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Go.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Back to throw, Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You're going to set.
53, check 53.
I got him.
Under 10, 1080.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Second and 9 at the 18-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Jets 7, Packers nothing.
Ready,
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Look, squeeze.
Kill.
Hey, Delta.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds.
From the gun, Herbert. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Weapon. 5.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Crunch.
Hey, box truck.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I'm coming.
Hey, step.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check it back.
On 1st down, Drake. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Darnold. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Darnold from the gun. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 21 yards there on third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again.
Now Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready? 57's right. Hey, lock it. Pick it up, G. Out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Check 50. Greystone travel.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
He's checking. Crash.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
On the toss play, this is Drake. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with... And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Alpha.
Where's 52?
Rock it.
Switch up.
Get it.
Throwing again. Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the set. You're out.
Tighten up.
From the gun, Herbert. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Mike 52.
They're going to try and throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
He better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch QB drop.
Lady.
Mike 53.
Lady.
Mike.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Bang, 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 bang.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. Room to run again. And down to the 28-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And that's complete to Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Here goes Hut.
42, Mike, 42.
Red 80. Come, baby. Woo!
Darnold from the red zone now. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score, Jets.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Patterson. Man open. That's Ray McCloud. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Packers.
Got it.
56 is the mic. Time to go night-night.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 61, matchbox lights.
On first down, Patterson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing again on second and 10. Patterson. And he's got the hook up to McLeod. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. And Graham's got it, complete. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Now here's... a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Too little, cupcake. Check 31, check 31. You go tight.
Look at me. Go, go. Ready?
From the gun, Patterson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to the air on second down. Patterson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
But no takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Watch the safety.
Rock it. Hey, Haywood. Let's go.
Throwing on third and long. Patterson. Got an open man. It's McLeod. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag?
I was just
want to
say
get out of
that.
here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 3 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Hey, back up.
52's the mic right here over there, right?
Hey, Sam off. Lee Griffin.
Throwing on first down. Patterson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Go.
Throwing again. Patterson. He's got it. That's St. Brown. Touchdown Packers. Equanimeous St. Brown there to make the grab. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
Complete to Equanimeous St. Brown. Touchdown, Green Bay. The kicker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point safely through, and that will get them one closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, but to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams. They put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, shoot.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold. 20. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, 41 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off for this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails. Over the end line.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
You're not ready.
Hard.
Watch the shit.
On third down, Herbert, he's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
SOS, SOS, SOS. Check 50.
Go on.
On fourth down, Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Here goes Hunt.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the pass.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, that is going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear that?
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Look at me. Go.
It's going to be a long day. Check three.
Ready?
Throwing again. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On the ready.
56.
Leo.
Kill. Let's go.
Off play action. Herbert. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Deuce, 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 deuce. Check three, check three, check three.
Now a give to Jenkins running right, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At their 49-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
We go, set.
54. Ready? 54. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Looking deep for Adams. And this is taken in at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
Yeah, it's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line. Pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there. Not just stand him up, but end up making a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop. drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, down the tide? You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great color coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season.